To round out our Southern-inspired menu today, we are going to end with dessert, of course, which is a banana pudding trifle. And I actually did a little deep dive investigation of where the roots came from, and it actually is a Southern recipe. So even though it's on a ton of menus here in the South, it really was originated in the South. So that's what we're going to be making, tried and true to the South, banana pudding trifle. And we're going to start with 3 bananas in the blender. We're going to add a ½ cup of sweetener of choice, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 cup of milk of choice, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we're going to add this all to a blender, and this is going to be our banana pudding base. The cornstarch is going to help thicken it up a little bit. And then we're also going to add 3 eggs. So the eggs are going to be another element that thickens this pudding up nicely. And you know, banana pudding is not an easy recipe. It definitely is something that you have to kind of really temper out on the stove. And I wanted to make a really easy version, of course, because that's everything that I do at Dashing Dish. So instead of kind of working with my stove and a thermometer and really trying to make it perfect that way, I just throw everything into a blender, get it nice and smooth and creamy, and then we're going to heat it up over a stove, and I promise you it turns out just as delectable. So we're going to blend this up just until it's nice and smooth, there's no more lumps, and then we're going to head over to the stovetop and we're going to just heat this in a pot until it starts to thicken. So next, I'm going to add the banana pudding to some whipped cream, and you can just use the container whipped cream, or you can make your own. Okay, and we're just gonna fold this in to the whipped cream, and you do wanna make sure that your banana pudding is mostly chilled before adding it to the whipped cream, or it will melt the whipped cream immediately. So you just want to make sure to cool it in your fridge or on a countertop before adding it to the recipe. So to make this a trifle is just essentially layers of cake and pudding and whipped cream and whatever other ingredients you're adding to it. So to make this a trifle, we're going to add some vanilla wafers to the bottom of either a bowl or mason jars, whatever you want to use. But I love using mason jars for this recipe because it's really cute and festive looking. So it's great for parties or gatherings where you just want to give people their own little dessert. So I'm just going to make 2, but it definitely makes more than that. So we're going to layer some of the cookies at the bottom. Then we're going to do some banana slices. And for the whipped cream, I just did 1 container of True Whip, but you can use about 2 cups of any of your favorite whipped cream to mix into the banana pudding. And if you don't have vanilla wafers on hand, you could also do graham crackers or any other vanilla-based cracker would be delicious in this. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the other, where I just layered the cookies and then the banana and then the pudding. And you're going to repeat the layers until it's done. And I have to say, my favorite thing so far about moving to Nashville is just the people here. I absolutely have found it's so easy to make friends and community. We've only been here for a few months because everybody has been so warm and inviting. And I just keep saying, I'm so shocked. Like, everybody is just so nice. And truly, there is something to be said about the South, where people are just so hospitable and just so warm. And so it's been really wonderful to make new friends here and get to know people. I've already had a few different coffee dates with different moms, and we've had play dates and just a lot of things that I really yearned for a lot in Michigan. But to be honest, I think Michigan was just so cold that a lot of the year was just spent indoors. We didn't really go outside a whole lot. So it's nice to have a warmer climate. You definitely can be outdoors with the kids and do play dates at playgrounds, and it opens up a lot more activities. So that looks great, and like I said, the pudding is definitely going to thicken up as it sits in the fridge. So you definitely want to make these ahead of time so that you can let that pudding get nice and thick with all of the layers. So we're going to top each one with a little bit of crushed cookie, but you could also do some more whipped cream or some bananas, whatever you'd like to top those with. Those look really good, and they also are going to taste divine. So we're going to finish these up, pop them in the fridge before serving them, and we can enjoy them with our Southern menu.